Hello guys, welcome to episode number 72 of my European Journeyman Save. At the end of the last episode, I did show you that I had applied for the job of Poprad. As you can see, we are now the manager of Poprad, Železničani Poprad, in the Slovakian First Division. Now, it's only actually been about a week since the end of the last episode, so it happened pretty quickly. We have left Poprad. You can see it there, it says, in a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate, Dean Talentai has left Poprad to join Poprad. Arrives with a record of 488 wins. We don't need to go through all of my record again. My first game in charge, though, it says there, is going to be against FC Kosice, who are the other team who were without a manager. So it could be the potential to get off to a flying start there. Now, I'm very, very excited to be here at Poprad with the wage budget and the transfer budget that they've got. I can't wait. We've got into a big team, a much bigger team in Slovakia, a lot quicker than I've expected. Now, this is the first time I've switched jobs mid-season. You can see the board just wants to avoid relegation, which is fine. Again, it's just another stepping stone on our journey in Slovakia to win the league. But here we are at Poprad. Like we say, we've got no money in the bank. We've got no money in the bank. 1.8 million to spend though, and we are £63,000 wage budget. That is the largest wage budget we've had in the 20 years that we've been here. We're currently spending 60k of that, so there is some money being spent, but we've got some great facilities, which is absolutely fantastic. And hoping we can hit the ground running, because like I say, we are currently sat bottom of the table. 3 points off Banska Bystrica, who were the team who were promoted last season. But if we can pick up 3 points against FC Kosice, that would be absolutely huge for us. Quick look at the squad. The season's top goal scorer so far is Pavel Simko with 11 goals in 28 starts. Let's have a look at how good he is. He's much better than what we were used to at Poprad, which is great. Hopefully we can get a tune out of him. We can get more than those 5 league goals that he's got. That would be fantastic. Josef Pipiska is the next one. It doesn't really play a position in our new system, although we may change back to our old system now that we can, with some better players. In terms of transfer value, Mario Weiss is the highest transfer value at the club. He's also listed. He's made 15 appearances from the bench this season. We'll see. He might fit into our plans. He might not. The next game is 13 days away, though, so I'm going to go and have a thorough look through the squad, see which sort of formation that I am going to play tactically, and we'll come back and we'll knock that first game of the Kosice season off, and that probably will wrap up this season, depending on how the rest of the table goes. In terms of rules, they are slightly different to the second tier. Still no more than 5 non-EU players, but there's absolutely nothing about under 21 players and stuff like that in the squad. So a lot less limited, a lot less restricted. 32 games in total. We have played 24, so we've got 8 games to save this club and try and push on to the top of the table, which Trnava are still at the top. Slovan Bratislava 5 points behind them. Now that would be a turn up for the books. In terms of the season preview, though, Poprad are predicted to finish second bottom ahead of FC Kosice. Look at the Media Dream 11. There's 9 players out of the 11 there that are Slovan Bratislavan. So some work to do, but it's all about avoiding relegation first. We'll come back, we'll knock that first game off against Kosice, and then I'll play through the rest of the season. So I'll catch up with you guys in just a minute. Right, guys, welcome back to our first game in charge against as the manager of Poprad. We're coming up against FC Kosice. We are away from home. Now, the 13-day break I had in between, I did have some international games. You may have noticed that I am still the manager of Slovenia. We're doing pretty well as Slovenia. Just a quick update. It's not really part of the save. We've just started our European Championships qualifiers. A 1-0 win over Wales and a 2-0 win over Austria. We are also in the European League Division C, Group 1. You can see there that we came top of that group and are promoted after getting relegated when we started off as the manager. I don't know how much longer I'm going to carry on the Slovenia job. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe if I qualify for the Euros, I'll do the Euros and then step down. But with Slovenia becoming an unloaded league in the very near future, only 3 months away, it's going to be obviously harder to pick a squad for Slovenia with the leagues not loaded. In terms of today's fixture, though, let's get into it. Away to FC Casais. We'll go through our first lineup. Hopefully we can pick up the points that we need to get away from this relegation zone, although I do believe that 11th place is actually a playoff. Indeed it is. First of second division playoff, so there's still the possibility for that to be a chance of survival. I've switched back to the 4-2-4. I'm debating now that I know that we're away from home, because I've not really looked, to be honest. The wife came home from work and I've had me tea as well, so I've just been sort of click and continue without really paying attention. I think I'm going to go with the 4-2-4. I'm going to stick to what has done us so well over the 20 seasons in management, and we'll have a quick look through the starting lineup. So in goal we do have Dusan Ondrejka. He is a Slovakian goalkeeper. He looks reasonable, not world beating. He's considered a good player for most second division sides. It does list the bias there in terms of the star ratings as the best goalkeeper in the league, but that eccentricity just massively puts me off as a goalkeeper, although he is consistent. But we'll see. We'll stick with Ondrejka for now. Right back is going to be Anton Kiss, another Slovakian. Again, it looks fairly decent, if I'm being honest. Also considered a decent player for most first division sides, so not too bad. As a wing-back, though, maybe lacking in dribbling. Off the ball is absolutely shocking as well. He just doesn't know what he's doing off the ball. There is obviously lots of room for improvement in this squad. Chila, I think is that L pronounced as a la, is Polish. Central defender, as a ball-playing defender. Pretty good for a team in the relegation zone. Quite pleased with him. He looks pretty decent. Alongside him is Sabol, again another ball-playing defender. It's actually his favoured position at centre-half, although he can't mark. Not great. It does actually lift him as a wing-back as well, so there's obviously the possibility for that to happen. He's got some great physicals, though. Great physicals. At left-back, though, is going to be Kukaka. He's considered as a no-nonsense full-back, which is not what we play. Can't cross the ball, which is obviously going to hamper him. But again, doesn't look too bad. The 27-year-old Slovakian. He's on a lot of money, though. In the middle of the park, deep line playmaker is going to be Ladislav Koval. Deep line playmaker on defend. Let's have a look. Can't defend. We're getting off to a great start here, aren't we, with this squad? Can't defend. Also, down here in his cons, good play for most second division sides. So there's an area of improvement going forward. Mario Weiss, he's played all of his games so far this season from the bench. We're giving him his first start of the season as the advanced playmaker. He actually might be better as the deep line playmaker, in fact, if I swap the two around, because Weiss can actually defend. So we'll go with that. To pick the squad, I've asked my assistant, basically. It's what I always do when I first go into a squad. I ask my assistant the best squad, and I build it from there. Starting as the inverted winger on the right-hand side today is Josef Pipiska. He is naturally right-footed, so he's not really ideal for the system with the inverted wingers. But he can play there, and he's got some decent attributes for that sort of position as well. Anticipation is shocking. Long shots, don't ask him to shoot from outside the area. In fact, don't ask him to shoot at all, because his finishing is one. But he's got some really good pace, and he can cross the ball, which is really more important for him. In fact, I might even switch that role to a winger. We'll see. Rozenkovic on the left-hand side. Now, he is in the right side. He is right-footed. Good attributes for his position again. Israeli. He's transfer listed, though. £85,000, 32 years old. So an area for improvement again. Second division player. Up top, though, Simko. This is where we're hoping the goals are going to come from. Simko is the top scorer at the club. Now, he his highlighted attributes for an advanced forward are absolutely amazing. Apart from his passing, he is so agile. He must be short. He's 5'8", so he's not exactly short. Expecting big things from Pavel Simko, though. Alongside him is going to be Lloydel. I'm going to say Lloydel. More of a deep line forward, but as an advanced forward, again, can play there quite well. But again, second division side. So some areas of improvement throughout the squad. So we'll get into the game. I hope we can win. I really, really hope we can win. I would like to survive the first division. It makes it so much shorter here in Slovakia, hopefully. I'd also like to see Slovan Bratislava continue to struggle, and hopefully their manager moves on at the end of the season, because that would be a great opportunity for us to get into. So there's the lineup. Our first game as the manager of Poprad, bottom of the league against second bottom of the league. It's possibly the biggest game of Popradova's season, and it happens to be our first game in charge. Weiss cuts that out though, finds Simko. Now it's Papiska advancing towards the opposition penalty area. He's inside now. Can he put it across? He can for Lloydel. It's a good effort, but it's a good save by Eskilsson in goal there for Kasais. Good start though by the boys in red, the Poprad. I'll have to look up their nickname. Poprad is a little bit awkward to say all the time. Here come FC Kasais though. Again, Weiss nearly cut it out again, but he has now got himself on the ball. Finds Koval advancing forward. Great ball forward towards Lloydel, who's hit the post. He's hit the base of the post. Lloydel's getting into some good areas here. He's having some good efforts. He just needs to be a little bit more precise, and we could be 2 up here. Koval with the corner though. It's towards that near post. The goalkeeper does really, really well there to come out and claim that one. I did just notice the team in 10th place have just gone 1-0 behind Banska Bystrica. So that's good for us. As Koval gets the opportunity to whip another corner. It's another dangerous one towards that near post. It's headed clear though, but we should get here, and we do with Kiss, but he's lost the ball to Gelmark. Hopefully they can't counter on us now. Please win the header. No, Ostergaard's got the ball. He's driving towards our penalty. He's going to get his effort away. Oh, thank God it's gone wide of the post. Ostergaard was in there after some poor defensive work there from the man who was saved back. But Koval gets another opportunity, again towards that near post. This time we do win the header, and it's Sabol, but he can't get it quite on target. Encouraging signs in this first half, though, from Poprad. I think we've got what it takes to win this game. We just need to find that cutting edge, and hopefully after half-time team talk we can fire the boys up, get them back out for the second half, and go on and find that cutting edge that we need. And into that second half now, it's going to be Mario Weiss with the free kick from the edge of the area. It's going to go for a goal from here, and it's cannon straight back off the wall. Kiss picks it up, looks forward towards Lloydel again. Vey heads it away. Kuzmic now for FC Kasais, back to the goalkeeper, who's forced to go long, but Ostergaard is going to get there. He finds Gelmark. Gelmark bringing the ball across the halfway line into Barley. Ostergaard, Horny, feeding Barley again. He's in. Anders Barley has given FC Kasais the lead. This is not at all what we needed. We've got some poor performing players out there. We need to make some changes. Hopefully we can at least get a draw. We need a draw. Let's bring... I don't know. Let's bring Michael Mars on for Lloydel. He's had those 2 opportunities early on in the game, but he's not really done a lot since then. Koval, can we finally hit the target from one of these corners? It's towards... Oh, we've been given a penalty. Lifeline for Poprad. Who is going to be taking the penalty? It is going to be Kukaka. It's a great penalty. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Yaroslav Kukuka with his first goal of the season gets us back on level terms, and I looked at a little bit of a soft penalty to be given though, but I'm not going to say no to it. We need all the help we can get really. As Kasais playing out from the back, Hellrup goes long. Chyla wins the header though, but Weiss gives it away straight to Horny. Horny looking over the top towards Ostergaard, but Kiss is there to cut it out. Back to Ondraker in goal. Finds Kiss again. Chyla. Ondraker switches the play to Sabol. Now to Kukuka. Finds Koval. Good build-up play by Poprad down this left-hand side here as Kukuka looks towards the penalty area. It's headed clear, though, by Colombo. Horny helps it on a little bit further, but now Mario Weiss into Koval. Koval over the top towards Mares, but it's cut out again. Rosenkovic gets it back in the area. It's a great goal by Ladislav Koval. What a fantastic goal from the edge of the area. It was in and out of the penalty area there. The ball fell to Koval, and it's a fantastic strike. Defender does well to head that away. Rosenkovic keeps it alive, gets it back in. It's cleared again by Simcoe. Koval, what a strike for that is. And we've turned this game around in the space of 2 minutes. But it's not over yet, because here come SC Kasice with Ostergaard. Sabol reads it well, cuts it out. Chyla now finds Papiska. Forward to Simcoe. Is this a chance for 3-1? Simcoe! It's a good save by the goalkeeper. Eskildsen gets it behind for a corner. Now we've looked dangerous from these corners. Can we look dangerous from this one again? It's going to be Koval again. It's headed on target. Oh my God, what's happened there? Have we hit the post again? We're looking very, very dangerous from these corners. The highlights keep coming. Stop. Full time, please, ref. Groner brings it down, finds Ostergaard into Barley. Now Horny over the top towards Ostergaard. He's going to get there as well. Ostergaard tries to pull it across. It's deflected. Barley gets there. It's hit. They've hit the post now. And we've hacked it clear. But Hook comes forward. Tries to get the cross in. It's well cut out. And Papiska helps it even further on its way. Oh my God. We're living dangerously there. Kiss. Bringing the ball forward. Looking to switch it towards Rosenkovic. But it's easily won by Simcoe in the air. Now Groner bringing the ball forward for Kasice. Finds Barley again. Barley to Vey. Groner looking to get the cross in. Now he's crowded out. He's done well to get past his man there. Groner to the byline, gets the cross in. It's towards Anders Barley again. Anders Barley gets his second goal of the game to make it 2-2. And we have to find something else again in this game in the remaining 20 minutes if we're going to pick up 3 points here. We're going to bring Rosenkovic off because he's having a poor game. I don't actually have much of a replacement for him. We're going to bring... Who are we going to bring on? I don't have a replacement for Rosenkovic. He's got to stay on. We're going to bring Simcoe off, though, for Kasoka? Yeah, Kasoka. Because he's had a poor game as well. I need more from Rosenkovic. I definitely need a replacement for Rosenkovic as well. But the transfer window's shut, so there's not a lot I can do. Now, we've been the better team here. We need to grab the 3 points here with 5 minutes remaining. I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to go for the last 5 minutes of injury time. We're going to go a little bit more direct. We're going to get rid of pass ball into space. We're going to go a bit more direct. We're going to go full attacking. And hopefully we can nab a winner, but I don't think we're going to, as we're now approaching the final couple of minutes of injury time at the end of our first game. And unfortunately, it is a 2-2 draw against FC Kasice. That's a game that we really could have done with winning. Some encouraging signs there from some of the players, though. Some of them have really let me down, like Rosenkovic with a 6.2 was quite poor. And it's as you were in terms of the relegation battle. We still are on the bottom. We have closed the gap to Banska Bystrica to 2 points, though, after they were beaten 2-0 by Skalica. Slovan Bratislava did win, and then they do now find themselves top of the league, unfortunately. Maybe one of these teams in and around here are going to have potentially a poor season. And we'll look to move on if anything becomes available. I don't really care which club I manage. I just want to manage the club that's going to win the league. You know what I mean? We're not here to build a club. So I'm going to see how the rest of the season goes, guys. I've got 7 games remaining. They're all against teams in the bottom half of the table. This could be the relegation decider. Depending on how things go, though, is dependent on whether I'm coming back this season or next season. If we're clear of the relegation zone, you know, by the last game of the season, I'm just going to skip it and we'll move on to next season. But guys, thank you for watching. Welcome to Poprad and Poprad, I beg your pardon. They don't have a nickname, so that's a bit of a kick in the teeth for me, isn't it? Look at that, though. Look how gorgeous that is. You'd imagine playing there every week. That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, guys, thank you, and hopefully we can do the business here in the Slovakian First Division. And I will see you all in the next episode. So cheers, guys.